Welcome to Direct Mobiles TV and a review of Apple's new iPhone 11. This series of smartphone is getting a lot of attention right now, which, in our opinion, is entirely deserved. Like its predecessor, the iPhone XR, this phone makes very few concessions when compared to its more expensive Pro versions, and still delivers a truly fantastic smartphone experience at a relatively competitive price. So if you go for the iPhone 11 over the iPhone 11 Pro, what exactly are you missing out on? Well, the answer is not much. The differences between the two phones mainly are in its construction. The iPhone 11 Pro uses a surgical stainless steel and Apple's super tough glass across the back. The result is an extremely high quality and premium feeling device with a little bit more weight to it than the more affordable version. Aluminium is used in the iPhone 11's construction rather than steel, and rather than having an OLED display like the iPhone 11 Pro, this one settles for an extremely good liquid retina display, which is an LCD panel. You only have the choice of one screen size when it comes to the iPhone 11, unlike the Pro and Pro Max, at 6.1 inches. Slightly controversially, this is not actually a 1080p display and has a resolution of 1792 by 828 and a pixel density of 326 ppi, but it also has a maximum brightness of 625 nits and is covered in a fingerprint-resistant oleophobic coating. An IP68 water and dust resistance rating is here, which covers it for 30 minutes at a depth of 2 meters, and Apple say that generally these are very tough phones. Most of the important parts from the iPhone 11 Pro have made it over to the 11, so it has the same A13 Bionic processor and keeps almost all of the same hardware when it comes to the camera. Technically that camera is exactly the same as the Pro, but it's missing its telephoto lens. With the iPhone 11 we only get an ultra-wide angle lens and a normal lens, but it is great that Apple have kept the same performance and we can live without the telephoto lens because the performance of the iPhone 11 and the Pro versions is truly amazing. Apple's excellent colour science has been improved further with the iPhone 11 series, and now we get beautiful images even in the lowest of low light conditions. The new night mode is automatically activated when the camera senses that it doesn't have enough light for a regular shot. It will then give you a very short countdown while it takes its images and processes them into one usable shot. It is also great that for the first time we have an ultra wide angle lens in an iPhone. Unlike many other smartphones, Apple's clever software means that you won't notice any difference in quality between the two lenses, as each one has the correct settings pre-prepared ready for you for when you switch between lenses, giving you a smooth transition with no noticeable loss in light gathering. Regardless of which lens you're using or the lighting conditions, you can rely on the iPhone 11 to give you a good shot. The phone definitely excels for photo, but for video it is also an extremely good performer. You can shoot beautiful 4K video at 24, 30 and 60 frames per second with some of the best stabilization that is available at the moment, and in HDR. It really is extremely impressive what Apple have done with the camera in the new iPhone 11, both for photo and for video. Well, they're just among the very best that you will find on any smartphone. The battery is one important area that the iPhone 11 has improved upon from its predecessor. We get wireless charging, and now you can rely on this phone to get you through a full day even with fairly heavy usage. The A13 Bionic is extremely efficient, and now finally with the iPhone 11 series we can forget about battery anxiety. Despite the bezels and the notch being exactly the same as they was last year, they have improved the tech that's inside that notch, and now the face unlocking system is extremely swift and reliable. It's capable of recognizing you in all conditions. There is no fingerprint sensor to fall back on, so the Face ID really does need to be good. And this system that Apple have produced, in our opinion, is the best available on any phone right now, and has definitely seen a speed boost when compared to the iPhone XR. There's no doubt that they have produced an incredible smartphone this time around, although the iPhone 11 series has come under some criticism, and mainly for the way that it looks. But that's not just because of the slightly unusual camera. Around the front, the design of the iPhone has not changed in 2 years now. Looks have been split in opinion amongst us here at Direct Mobiles, but they definitely have grown on me. When you understand how good those camera lenses are on the back of that phone, then you really start to appreciate the way they look. Having 2 lenses rather than 3 on the back might actually appeal to some people who are really finding it hard to get past those looks. But we believe that the phone itself is just so good that you just don't care how it looks, and the new iPhone 11 comes highly recommended. So that's the new iPhone 11. Thank you for watching, and make sure that you subscribe to Direct Mobiles for more of the very latest mobile phone reviews. We have over 24 years of award-winning customer service. Find your next phone at Direct Mobiles.